Hello, friends. Welcome back. This is Me and the Boys Wrestling. This is Season 2. This is Episode 4. And we've got an exciting episode of wrestling that we're going to get started off. We were left last week. All the dust settled. We were left with one James Zippe standing tall as the Me and the Boys champion. After a whole kerfuffle with Money in the Bank and with Brent and with Roman Reigns, finally the dust has settled. James Zippe left standing tall as your champion, which left us with no number one contender. So to start off this episode, we're going to dive into a Royal Rumble number one contenders match. I'm going to start this because loading, starting now. Future James. And turn my volume down a touch. And we'll get this show on the road. What else? Tonight we're going to see a $12,000 title match. So we're going to see Adam Kennedy in action defending that title. The title that he took from 12K Thao and then defended last week in an elimination chamber, which was surprising because Kennedy admittedly doesn't do well in the gimmick matches. So here we go, starting off this Royal Rumble. I believe it's a 30-person Royal Rumble, but I can't remember for sure. It might be 20, but I think it's 30. And the fact that we're looking at Donald Trump in the ring. Oh, reverses the Tombstone. And Tombstone's Taker. Wow, Donald Trump coming out with a bang. That means we're going to see some pop culture icons in this Royal Rumble. And the Donald hits a Falcon Arrow on Big Taker. Of course, everybody's starting with 3 finishing moves. The Donald has already used 3 finishing moves, which I think was 1 to reverse, 1 to do the Tombstone, and 1 for that Falcon Arrow. Taker just punches him. Let's see, is Taker going to use one of those finishers? Looks like it. And he chokeslams Donald Trump down onto the floor just like that. Unbelievable, right off the hop. So the other thing we're going to see tonight, I was watching last episode back, and I was specific. Oh, wow, we're going to see Batman Who Laughs step in the ring with The Undertaker. Fantastic. Not to sidetrack my own self, but friends, if you're not aware of the Batman Who Laughs, do yourself a favor and go on YouTube and look up the Batman Who Laughs and just get an origin story or whatever. Some of the most messed up, one of the best Batman stories that I've ever read personally. I bought the graphic novel after watching the motion comics, and it was incredible. The Batman Who Laughs, check it out. Yeah, I was watching back last week's episode, and specifically the match between DMP, the Demented Maniac Psycho, and Dr. Volcano, and I saw something in the replay that kind of caught my eye. I was watching the replay, and at one point DMP goes for a power bomb, and he goes for the pin, like he follows through in the power bomb into the pin. Wow, Taker with a kind of a jumping tombstone on the Batman Who Laughs. And I was watching the referee's count, and the referee almost kind of hesitated at 2. He had his hand up, and then kind of didn't bring it down. But you could clearly see that Dr. Volcano's shoulders were still down for a 3 count. So we're going to do that match again, because it seemed like there was some shenanigans. Like that referee is biased against poets or bigger guys using Rey Mysterio's moveset. I don't know what his problem is with DMP, but maybe there's a controversy brewing here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. So we're going to see again tonight DMP versus Dr. Volcano. And I don't have in my notes what kind of match it was. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where's the proper notes, James Brown? Taker's having his way with the Batman Who Laughs here. Got him up in the corner. And we're going to see X-Pac draw a 4 in this Royal Rumble. And if you guys remember, I believe it was 2 episodes ago, or maybe even last episode, we saw X-Pac just put on a clinic in a Rumble situation. Wow. Big DDT busts the Batman Who Laughs wide open and then goes right after the Undertaker. Hits him with a face crusher.
Bang right in the face.
X-Pac showing no fear here. In the ring with two of the meanest characters that ever were. And X-Pac's in there giving him the suck it and saying booyah a bunch of times. Booyah. What was that even? There it is. The big X Factor. While Batman Who Laughs does a flip and then just sits down in the ring. Taker's down and out. And Batman Who Laughs may be picking up a bit of momentum here with a couple reversals and quick kicks. Now X-Pac reverses. And a gut buster right across the knee. Picks him right back up, not giving him a chance to catch a breath. He's going to twist his arm around, but Batman Who Laughs is going to reverse his way out of that while Taker watches on. Taker shaking the cobwebs loose after that big X Factor. And Batman Who Laughs just hit Black Mass on X-Pac. Taker with the fall-away slam on X-Pac. He fires Batman Who Laughs over the ropes. Let's see. Oh, wow. Had that third punch hit, that would have sent him off the apron, but Batman Who Laughs reverses and hits Black Mass on Taker while X-Pac gives him the suck it. We got Baron Corbin coming down number 5. I feel like this might be the first appearance of Baron Corbin on Me and the Boys Wrestling. I like Corbin. I don't know. I watched him on, I think the show was called 24/7 or something like that, and it was kind of in his NXT days. It was a good show that, oh wow, Corbin just hammers X-Pac over the top rope from the corner. And he's going to hit the End of Days. It's kind of similar to the End of Days that Kennedy does. Oh wow, and another one for Taker. But it's not the same move. It's very different from the End of Days. Those are two different moves, friends. Don't get it confused. So anyway, yeah, that show, I want to say it was 24/7, but I could be wrong about that. It followed NXT guys like Tyler Breeze, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, some of the ladies, and it followed them from their NXT time right up until the point where they got called up. So it gave me a bit of a, I liked those guys coming in. X-Pac got taken out while I was babbling on. But it gave me an appreciation for those guys, Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. And then, you kind of see Corbin get misused and put in stupid gimmicks over and over again. But he just does the job. Just do the job. Do what they tell you to do, And I respect him. I don't know. He's not my favorite. But I don't think he's as bad as everyone says in the comments sections on Facebook. There goes Batman Who Laughs over again, and this is going to do it for him. You can only get so many opportunities to stand out there on the apron and not get kicked off. So we're left with Taker and Corbin. Oh, wow. Coming in at number 6. We got the Mad Titan. The Mad Titan himself from the Marvel Universe, Thanos. Of course, powers are illegal here, so even if he were to come down with that Infinity Gauntlet, he's not going to be able to use it. Because obviously he could just snap his way into a 3 count. He dumps Corbin to the apron, but Corbin's going to do the knee punch and wiggle his way back in. Corbin now taking a beating from both guys.
He has something big planned.
A little bit of a kerfuffle here on the ropes. WWE 2K20, notoriously one of the most glitched games of all time, as we watch the Mad Titan dole out backbreakers and punishment to these two men. Oh, a vicious clothesline to Taker, and then goes right after Corbin, and he's going to hit him with a... Corbin reverses a suplex with a big knee to the head, but then Thanos reverses Corbin's attempt, and Corbin reverses Thanos. These two putting on a clinic here, and Corbin with just a choking throw.
Look out here.
Stands him back up, and where's he going to go with this? Oh, wow. Big power bomb to Thanos. Now Taker picks him up. Are Corbin and Taker on the same page here? Like they recognize the threat that is Thanos? Oh, is Taker going old school? Taker's going old school. If I'm Corbin, I just shove that man out, but nah. Thanos just down. Taker looks like he's going to go after Corbin now. Going to drag Corbin over to the ropes and try and put him out the hard way here. We'll see if Thanos will give him a hand, and this could be trouble for Corbin. Well, it looks like Corbin's going to do the knee punch and maybe wiggle his way out. Coming down in number 7, we've got the Joker. Let's see which Joker it is. Looks like it's the Jack Nicholson 1989 Batman Joker. It goes right after Corbin. I like these pop culture rumbles. I'm glad the roster got opened up here at Me and the Boys. Season 1 was fun, to determine that undisputed champion, but it's fun to have all these colorful characters and whatnot to mix it up with Me and the Boys. And it gives the people who don't know, you guys and us, something to watch and someone to cheer for, in case they can't get behind the likes of, excuse me, Danger Boy Dana Boyle or Shane or Pettit. If you don't know those guys, maybe it's harder to get invested. But the Joker's going to clothesline Taker over from that corner position, and that's going to be it for Undertaker. Coming in first, drawing that short straw. The Joker with a European uppercut on Thanos. And Corbin's going to go after him. He's going to hit him with a... Oh, wow. Flipping like a little flip thing, and then a punch right in the side of the head. And a choke slam backbreaker, and then a clothesline for Thanos, who was kind of caught napping there. Let's see, Corbin's going to drag Thanos over to that rope area, and we'll see where he's going to go with this. Is he going to... Oh, wow. Corbin just going to dump Thanos up and over with a power bomb. I'm surprised. Thanos is a real beast, but not today. Crowd getting excited. We got the countdown on. Oh, wow. Cassius Ohno coming in next. You guys remember Cassius Ohno? No longer with the company. Just a perpetual jobber who never got a call up to the main roster, never really made any headway, but the crowd kind of got behind him for a bit. Just a classic underdog who didn't quite have it. He's a bit older. Joker hits Corbin with the Falcon Arrow, which I have to believe is the default finisher. Like, if you don't assign a finisher to a man, he's going to get the Falcon Arrow, which Zippe and Brent know all too well. As there was some debate where a couple of the Me and the Boys characters had the same finishing move, which is no good. There's Corbin just firing out End of Days over and over again, which again is not the same move as the Kend of Days. Two very different moves. Corbin, of course, the expert of the End of Days, but Kennedy, the expert of the Kend of Days. And we're going to see it again. Corbin's going to powerbomb Cassius Ohno just down to the floor, basically murdering the man. And Joker hits a drop kick to the back of Corbin. When you give out 3 finishing moves to these guys right off the hop, it's tough to get that, that ring full of, I think 8 is the max that we can have in the ring at the same time. But when everybody's got those finishers, wow, Joker with a massive DDT and Corbin's busted open. Joker hits a suplex on Corbin and very much in control right now. Each man with a finisher. Joker hits the Falcon Arrow, but took a lot out of him, I guess. Countdown's on. Crowd's getting fired up. 4, 3, 2. Who we got next? Oh, wow. Dr. Volcano coming on as of late. After a whole bunch of time spent in mediocrity, Dr. Volcano picked up a shady win last week off DMP, the demented maniacal psychopath. Joker lawn darts Baron Corbin down onto the floor as Dr. Volcano, not wasting any time, uses one of those finishers and hits a Polish hammer on the Joker, who's not in very good shape power bar wise. He's going to drag the Joker over. And this could be it. Wow. Uses another finisher to just toss the Joker. See you later. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so it was shifty. I watched that replay, and I don't know. Dr. Volcano's shoulders were down for a 3 count. So we're going to have that rematch later on. And since we're seeing me and the boys' characters, we'll probably see... Oh, wow. Dr. Volcano hammers fellow Canadian Christian with the Polish hammer. Christian, of course, making moves over at AEW. Or is it TNA? I can't remember now. He won some championship recently. All the dust kind of settled. Oh, wow. Dr. Volcano just clotheslines the man over unceremoniously. See you later, Christian. Thanks for coming out. Dr. Volcano hasn't even been touched yet in this Royal Rumble. Xavier Woods. You watching the block? It's your boy. Xavier Woods, 1/3 of the New Day. And a phenomenal character, great wrestler. I like Xavier Woods. I wish I'd like to see him have a bit of a, some singles success. He'd be a good Intercontinental Champion, but always just kind of anchored. And of course, no stranger to video games. Xavier Woods runs a very successful podcast. Can't remember what it's called. I want to say Up, Up, Down, Down. I bet he would love me and the boys wrestling. Or at least he would love the spirit of it, if not so much the execution of the show or, me personally. But I think he would like the creative spirit put into it. Dr. Volcano with Xavier Woods up for a gut buster right across the knee. Dr. V in control right now, but Xavier Woods has those 3 finishers that he came in with, and Dr. V has used up all of his, so we'll see how that factors in. That's obviously a big deal. You get too close to those ropes, you get hit with a finisher, and now you're out. Now you're power bombed over the ropes, and Dr. V catches Xavier and hits the dragon screw, which to me is one of the most awful looking moves in wrestling. Like, not it from a... Like, it's violent looking. It looks like it destroys the leg. Like, I feel like if you did that in real life to somebody, they're not getting back up to finish the fight. Their leg is on backwards now. You guys are going to lock up right in the middle of the ring. Xavier's going to push him away. Dr. Volcano goes for an arm wringer, but Xavier reverses with a punch in the face. Nothing scientific about that. Dr. V with a basement kick there. Oh, you see we got a viewer here. One viewer. Mojo Rawley coming down. I threw in some of these guys that, I don't know. I think a fine wrestler, but just never kind of got his due. Just some guys I had a couple of comments about maybe. Mojo Rawley, though. Like, I don't know. The Hype Bros with Zack Ryder didn't. Just a guy who was fine, but never quite had it since Let Go. Does anybody remember that bit that he did with the... Oh, wow, Mojo just fires Xavier over, and that's it for that. He had a bit where his face was painted like with blue veins on it, and he was in front of a mirror talking to himself about how he was his own worst enemy or something, and then he was just gone. They never did anything with it. I guess he's really good friends with Gronkowski, which led to Gronkowski coming for a short tenure in wrestling, but he was awful. He was hard to watch. Mojo Rawley, though, going one-on-one here with Dr. Volcano, hits a finisher. Mojo's used up all of his 3 finishers already. Oh, a big headbutt. Just a thud right across the skull of Dr. Volcano.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Dr. V's quick, though. Not out of this by any means. Even with that early draw. Dr. V gonna lawn dart another man. That's like 3 or 4 putouts for Dr. Volcano here. And the crowd's excited to see who we got coming down next. Oh, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, fairly recently released. Everybody in the real world is wondering where he's going to end up when the chips fall. Will he go to AEW? Will he reunite with... Oh, wow! Dr. Volcano not wasting any time, going right after the Fiend, and just like that. The Fiend has not done well here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. You remember the crossover event where the Fiend was basically... Brent hit him with a Falcon Arrow, and that was pretty much it for the Fiend. Riley Flash. Riley Flash is a character from the story mode of the game, and he's like your trainer at whatever when you're in... I can't remember the name of the promotion, but it's like STW Wrestling or something. Just the made-up kind of for the purposes of story. But he trains your creative player, whips him into shape. Just kind of funny to see. I just went through the list and put in guys I haven't used before or whatever. Look at that. He goes right over the top. Dr. Volcano, not even a problem. That's got to be 4 or 5 men Dr. Volcano has put over. Oh, here we go. Business about to pick up. We got Zombie Cesaro coming down to the ring. Now, what's better than just regular Cesaro? Cesaro's great. But Zombie Cesaro, that's where it's at. He's all dirty and dead. Oh, wow. The neutralizer. Just like that, Dr. Volcano gets plowed with the neutralizer. So one of the things about the game, some of the DLC content was like little storyline modes. You had to go into Bray Wyatt's compound and fight all the minions of Bray Wyatt as you go up the ladder to eventually fight Bray Wyatt. Cesaro not taking advantage of a stunned Dr. Volcano on these ropes. That's a clothesline and he's out of this match. I don't know what Cesaro's doing. Maybe it's his zombie stupidity. Dr. Volcano, it's going to cost him because Dr. Volcano is just going to lawn dart this man over. That's 6 putouts for Dr. Volcano. We're approaching a record here. I'm going to keep track of that. I haven't kept track, but I feel like 6 is more than I've ever seen from anybody. Of course, we saw X-Pac put out 4 or 5 last week or the week before. Now we got the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And he gets hit with a side Russian leg sweep. Dr. V's going to pick him up, put him on his shoulders, and hit him with a flapjack or a pancake or whatever the hell. And that's not an easy feat. That's a large man. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I was in a comment thread. It wasn't necessarily an argument, but it was a debate, a heated debate. Somebody brought up if it wasn't Hogan in the 80s. Uh-oh. Wow, Dusty dispatches Dr. Volcano. Just that early entry spot catches up with him. You can only get so far. But yeah, we were talking about if it wasn't Hulk Hogan who dominated the 80s like that, what other character had the potential to do all the things that Hogan did and be that guy that everybody got behind? And to me, there just wasn't anybody really on the roster or the WCW roster who could have been that guy. And the closest that I could come to was Dusty. Like, people were suggesting Flair, but I don't know. Flair's not somebody you can get behind, just a perpetual heel. And you respect him and all that, but he's not going to be... Like Hogan was training Prayers Vitamins. That was a good message for kids. Flair just cheated and was a womanizer. That's not a good message. Dusty, though, that hard-working man and all the polka dots and the colors and the way he was able to speak on a mic, I think he might have been the guy that we could all rally behind, and we have Dusty Mania and all of that. But if it wasn't Hogan, I don't know. Macho Man coming into Little Fair from me. I guess that's poor commentary on my part, but we got the Macho King Randy Savage in the ring here, taking on Dusty Rhodes. They feuded in real life. I remember that. Sweet Sapphire. Sweet Sapphire had to fend off Scary Sherry. We'll see. No love lost here.
Big punch finds its mark.
Oh, Dusty fires Macho over. Can Macho skin the cat? No, Dusty's going to hit him with that knee in the back, and that's going to be it for the Macho Man here, who looks very upset.
Oh, it's going to be big time trouble. Oh, yeah, big time trouble.
Triple H. Triple H coming down now. We'll see how he fares against Dusty. Dusty used all those finishers already. Triple H coming in with 3. And he's going to use one right away. Pedigrees the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Wow. Just like that. Now where's he going? He's going to drag him to the ropes. This is bald Triple H too. He's not messing around. He's going to put Dusty up for the power bomb. And he's going to murder Dusty Rhodes. Just like that. Dusty Rhodes is deceased. Triple H, the lone man, standing in the ring as the crowd on their feet to see who's coming in next, and it's going to be Tyler Breeze, the guy we talked about earlier, Canadian boy from BC, Tyler Breeze, one half of Breezango. They were very funny. He's going to get pedigreed for his trouble. Tyler Breeze, I guess a Heartbreak Kid era, Shawn Michaels kind of a style. He's a little small, but he's a hell of a wrestler. Good gimmick too. I liked his gimmick. He would come down with a selfie stick, and they would pump the selfie stick footage onto his Titantron. So his Titantron was just him walking. It was pretty good. Breeze gonna fight back here. Probably no love lost between these two. I mean, Triple H was probably the one that eventually fired him. We'll see if Tyler Breeze can get a little bit of revenge here on the game. Triple H used all those finishers. Tyler's still got one. Still got one in the can, so we'll see if that factors in here. The crowd looks like they're hungry to see 6, 7, 8 guys in the ring, but so far it's been mostly one-on-one. We had a little bit of crossover with Taker and Corbin and Thanos, but that was about it. That was as high as we got, 3 or 4 guys. Breeze hits a big DDT on the game.
Breeze is catwalking over the opposition here. It is all
The game.
Tyler Breeze probably upset because Triple H spat water all over him at the start of the match. Why does Triple H got to come spout water all over the place? Why would he do that? Now the ring's all slick.
strong impact from Triple H.
Oh, Breeze with the drop toe hold. Now we got the countdown on. We'll see if we can last and actually get a third man in the ring. Tyler Breeze kind of in control here, holding his own. Oh, wow. Tyler Breeze hammers Triple H over. Just in time for James to come down to the ring. One of my favorites here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Of course, my avatar. James hits a belly-to-belly suplex on Tyler Breeze. 2 Canadians going at it. How about that Canadian content? We've also seen Dr. Volcano, a Canadian. Christian, a Canadian. Lots of CanCon here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Friends, if you're enjoying the action, oh wow, big Polish hammer. And how could you not be with big Polish hammers getting dealt out? If you're enjoying the action, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Need all the subscribers I can get so that I can turn this into something and make some money off it. James is going to lawn dart Tyler Breeze just down onto the floor, just like that. Take a minute. Take a minute for yourself, old friend. That's it. Oh, wow. All the way back to grade 3. Here comes Mike Trucks himself, Big Mikey P. Going to come down to square off, face to face with James, who's on him right away. Where's he going with this? Oh, Pettit reverses with some big elbows. Couple of kicks. Pettit got those educated feet and the neat moveset. Fires James over, but James is smart enough to know you got to get off that apron, and then he hammers Pettit with the Polish hammer. I guess that's why it's called that. And a big back elbow right to the side of the head for Pettit. And a big European uppercut. It's going to tangle Pettit in the ropes. We'll see where James goes with this. Pettit's still tangled in the ropes. James is going to try and throw him out the hard way. because he doesn't have any finishers left. You got to conserve those big finishers. But not James. Same with Dr. Volcano for some reason. Both men having the similar ideas to start doling out Polish hammers immediately. Oh, Pettit with that flipping heel kick. Pettit's moveset is sneaky good. He's just got moves from all angles and comes out of nowhere. James reverses with a kick to the gut. And he's going to go for a neck breaker here. James going to drag him to the middle of the ring for some reason. And Pettit's going to reverse it with a kick to the face. Pettit going to drag James over. Pettit with 3 finishers still and a super kick, and that's going to be it for James. Super kicked unceremoniously out down to the floor, and that's going to end the night for James while Pettit waits for his next opponent. And it happens to be Brent. Wow. Brent obviously not going to be happy with the way things turned out last week in his championship match. And he eats an RKO immediately from Pettit. Brent with a strong case to be given back his Money in the Bank case after it was made worthless by the computer. So we'll have to... I didn't forget, buddy. You are owed a favor at Me and the Boys Wrestling. And it might not be that we just give you back your Money in the Bank briefcase, but we'll give you a chance, a good chance to earn a fresh one. Brent's going to hit a choke slam. The moves have been corrected by this point. This is episode 4. I saw something in a thumbnail that made me realize that I had done some changes. So Brent's moveset is now different. He's going to hit a giant choke slam all the way down to the floor, just like that. So Brent has Big Show's finishers and Big Show's moveset now, after Zippe won the feud and won the Falcon Arrow. R-Truth, Ron Killings coming down. Kid Quick, if anybody remembers back that far. R-Truth still around doing the comedy bit, basically involved in the 24/7 championship events, which is fine. I don't know. It's kind of getting old. It's been funny. Brent with another choke slam. Brent is just out here murdering people. Standing tall. Looks at R-Truth. R-Truth's upset. You got to be upset. He was in the ring for not even 30 seconds. Oh, wow. Mark Henry. Mark Henry, who we saw in Season 1, one of the few outside of Me and the Boys to appear in Season 1 when he went after Danger Boy Dana Boyle for no reason. And Brent immediately fires Henry to the apron, punches him 3 times, and on that third one, if you catch 3 in a row, you're going to fall off the apron. And Mark Henry, wow. That might have been the shortest. That might be a record. A lot of records getting set here. Now we got Frankenstrowman coming down. Another one of the goons you have to go through on your way to the Fiend Bray Wyatt in that story mode. Just a Frankenstein version of Braun Strowman. As if Braun Strowman wasn't scary enough. Another release, surprising release from WWE. One of those ones that make you go, what the hell are they doing over there? Brent hits a big choke slam. Now he's going to go all the way to the top rope and hit a diving knee. Wow, just drops the knee across the throat of Frankenstrowman, who seems almost unfazed. And he's just going to try and crush Brent's head like a coconut. Kona Crush style. And then Brent's going to fire Strowman over. But Strowman's smart. He knows you got to get back in that ring immediately. Brent hits a jawbreaker. And a thrust kick right to the neck. And Strowman with an overhead belly to belly. And he's going to pick Brent up here. Strowman having his way right now. Brent could be in some trouble. Strowman's going to drag Brent, lean him against the ropes. And we'll see where he goes here. Just a big press. This could be it. Wow, just drops him down to the floor. That must have been 10 feet. And Brent's concussion situation is not looking so good after that big move. Coming in at number 26. Obviously, I pushed the Me and the Boys characters a little farther back. I can do that for the boys as commissioner. Here's Chris squaring up with Frankenstrowman. Frankenstrowman just shoves him away. We got two big behemoths in the ring right now.
Oh, Strowman dodged that one.
Chris using some of that quickness.
This could be huge.
But Strowman hits a big spine buster to take some of the starch out of the man.
Ooh-wee.
Strowman with a couple of big punches to the back, and Chris with a big punch.
He won. Measuring it up.
Oh, wow, just picks him up. Oh, look at that. Just breaking the man in half and then dumping him right on his face. See where Chris goes with this. Yeah, that's what I thought. You get that man, you drag him to the closest rope, see if you can use one of those finishers to put this man out. That's exactly what Chris is going to do. We'll see if he hits this.
There's no way, not from here.
Big choke slam and all the way down to the floor. Wow, Chris with a display of power that is hasn't been seen here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. That was crazy. Who we got next? DMP, who we're going to see later in action in a rematch against Dr. Volcano. Because he got screwed by the referee, I think. That's what we're running with. Chris and DMP squaring off. Wow.
Back of the neck.
An exciting matchup here.
Right there.
DMP out in front right now
All the way up
with that crazy moveset.
I think
Here we go.
in the wheelhouse.
DMP hits the big 619.
Could do it.
And then, of course, stands out there. He's not going to finish it off the way Ray Ray would. Because for some reason the computer won't do that for him. He's going to set Chris up. Oh, wow. DMP with the Hurricane Rana that puts Chris over the top rope. And that's a risky move to put yourself on the outside like that over the top rope. But
You can tell he's got
oh,
evil
wow.
intentions on his mind.
The demented, maniacal psychopath going to take on Danger Boy Dana Boyle here momentarily. There's your beard, oh Boyle. The first appearance of Danger Boy Dana Boyle's beard, which I hadn't seen the man in a bit when I made the character. And then when I saw him, I realized his beard was bigger than mine. And he is definitely the beard champion. So it took a couple episodes, but we gave him that beard. And now you're complete, oh Boyle.
Kick to the gut.
Hits a big neck breaker on DMP.
Round into a neck breaker.
What an opportunity for DMP to get a this late of a draw in a ¡1 contenders match. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Just clobbers Danger Boy out of nowhere. Just clotheslines him right over like that. And DMP is in a really good position right here. Oh, wow. Rare Breed coming down. Our two newcomers. Our two newcomers here. Drawing, 27 and 29. What a massive opportunity for some of these guys. DMP's going to hit the Three Amigos on Rare Breed. And DMP recognizes how big of an opportunity this is. Not that the other guys don't, but I mean, DMP's hungry after that loss last week. And here we go. Here it is again. The 619.
And he's heading back in.
Let's see where he goes from here.
He weaves out of the way.
Gets hit with a massive DDT from Rare Breed. The problem, you want to use those finishers, but you want to save them too for when the guy's kind of leaning up on the ropes. Because if you use them, it's not like you can go for a pin. Look at Rare Breed and those educated feet, firing out some kicks and vicious strikes to DMP, just taking all of it. Rare Breed too quick. Rare Breed 12K Thou, former $12,000 champion.
Impact. He's been quickly taking control here. He is just
No slouch in the ring.
boom. Did you hear the impact?
I was at this man's first wrestling match in real life. Took on Moondog Buddy. And ended up losing the match after a shifty low blow.
This is going to be a tough one to get.
Much to the crowd's dismay. What the hell? Rare Breed just punches DMP and he just kind of fell off the apron there. Unceremoniously dumped out Rare Breed waiting for the final entrant into this Royal Rumble, and that's going to be Shane. My God, that's gotta be Shane! For you old school JR fans, you'll get that reference. Shane in his Pikachu onesie now taking on Rare Breed. One of these two men is going to get a title shot later on tonight. And what a boon it would be for the careers of either of these men. 12K Thou coming in as mid-card champion, loses that, and then could be, pushed to the moon immediately. And Shane, of course, been working at Me and the Boys for a bit now. Oh, here we got a neat cutscene. These two are going to square off. Put your hair up and square up, boys. I like those. Oh, Shane hits the poison mist. Oh my God. I feel like that's the first time we've seen the poison mist here on Me and the Boys Wrestling. Shane hits the poison mist. I didn't even know that was in his moveset, which is just fantastic. Shane with those 3 finishers, and this could do it.
There's no way, not from here. No.
And a choke slam over, and your winner, new #1 contender, is Shane after hitting the poison mist on Rare Breed.
We got our money's worth for that one.
Unbelievable action. Look at Shane. Shane's jacked.
There's your winner.
He's so excited.
This is exactly why so many
Can't even
superstars
believe
hope
it.
their number never gets
He's
called.
going to Mania.
That'll do it for this year's Royal Rumble match.
Going to WrestleMania. Wow, what action. That was a good battle royal, friends. Let's see what we got next. Let me keep up with my notes here. Okay, up next, we're going to see the rematch from last week. We're going to see DMP take on Dr. Volcano. And let's see what kind of match it is, because I don't have it in my notes. It's a table match. Okay. So DMP versus Dr. Volcano in a table match. We're not even going to worry about pins and all of that. That way the referee can't, screw DMP over again. There's not going to be any pins or anything really for the referee to do. We'll see. If you go through the table, you lost. It's pretty black and white. It's cut and dry. But here we go. Let's see it. Where are we doing this? Yeah, we're going to come back to the Wasteland Arena. That's the Me and the Boys Arena. Specifically designed for Me and the Boys Wrestling. The only place you're going to see action like this online, friends. You're not going to see Thanos in the ring taking on, a wrestler who's no longer with us, or my friend Chris, or, that kind of stuff, that kind of action. You're not going to see that anywhere else. So if you are enjoying the content, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It'd be pretty cool to get enough subscribers to get monetized and maybe make a bit of money off this. But for now, it's just for fun. I always say it's kind of like the candy of my art. It's the maybe the least important, but maybe the most fun. So hopefully y'all are enjoying it out there. Look at these two faces. Look at that mean mug on DMP. Never seen DMP look that upset. He probably hates Dr. Volcano. And Dr. Volcano is just kind of a wild card. Just a wild man. I heard he's a murderer. Like, stalks people at, campgrounds with a machete and whatnot. Here we go, friends. You see the neon on the side of the ring there. And here we go. Dr. Volcano takes charge early with a suplex. A snap suplex. Each guy starting with 3 finishers, as is customary here at Me and the Boys Wrestling now. I still feel like it was a good decision. It was a nice wrinkle. Keeps the matches moving a little quicker. DMP with a basement drop kick to the knee of Dr. Volcano, and he's immediately going for a table. Like, he's not messing around here. He doesn't want this match to go on that long. Just get yourself a table, get it in there, see what happens. Dr. V hits the Polish hammer. Now he's going to set up the table. In the corner. It's always neat to see where they choose to set the table up. You have the option of the corner. And another Polish hammer. DMP has been in, not including the Royal Rumble. This is his 2nd match. And that's his 3rd Polish hammer this match. And I believe his 5th or 6th Polish hammer overall. And how is it possible for a man to eat that many Polish hammers in that short of a time? Wow. No love lost here.
Things are really going his way now.
DMP reverses. He's going to... Oh, wow. Those the cat-like reflexes of DMP. Flips over the back of Dr. Volcano and hits a spinning heel kick. Now Dr. Volcano reverses. The quicker of the two. I think? Maybe not. DMP's surprisingly agile. Here he goes. He hits a 619 on Dr. Volcano. Let's see what he's going to do with the momentum here. DMP still with two finishers. Dr. Volcano used all his. Wow, Dr. Volcano in a tricky spot here. DMP chops him against that table, but he falls down. Now DMP will see what he's going to do with the table. He's going to use it as a weapon, it looks like. Oh no, he's going to set it up, middle of the ring. That's going to give Dr. Volcano a chance to get back up, though. Oh, wow. DMP sends Dr. V into the table before hitting the 619 again. Now he's going to come back in. We'll see if he chooses to save one of those finishers. But no, he's not gonna. He's going to hit the 619 again. Big DMP throwing that weight around in the ring. The quickness and the agility of a big man like that is what's really staggering. He's going to hit him again. A little bit of payback for all of those Polish hammers. Just 4 and 5 619s. What's this? What is this? What business does Bo Dallas have at ringside here? And why is he running in a zigzag pattern all the way back up the ramp? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE 2K20, the most glitched game in the history of video games. Bo Dallas runs in a zigzag pattern all the way up the ramp, and then DMP, tired of waiting, just goes out, punches Bo Dallas right in the face. Which means that Bo Dallas is out here because he's either friends with Dr. Volcano or he has some sort of a beef with DMP, who's a very new arrival here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. So I don't know what sort of... It's got to be a backstage situation or something. DMP just kind of holding Bo Dallas by the hair. He's going to throw him into the ring while Dr. Volcano panders on the outside. Anything can happen here at Me and the Boys Wrestling, friends. For example, Bo Dallas, former Quarantine League Wrestling favorite, part of the B+ team. Dr. Volcano climbing up to the top rope, but he's all the way on the other side of the ring, so he's just going to hop down. Well, it looks like Bo Dallas is setting something up, but DMP reverses it. Bo Dallas, it's a big neck breaker. Dr. Volcano up to the top rope again, but for no reason. Dr. Volcano up to the top rope again, but for no reason. Dr. Volcano up to the top rope again, but for no reason. Not sure what's wrong with Dr. Volcano. Looks like Bo Dallas has had enough and done his damage, and he's going to head out of here. As if DMP didn't have enough problems, now he's got Bo Dallas on his ass coming after him. Well, Dr. Volcano fires DMP into the turnbuckle. Both men could go through a table at any point here. Both men ripe for the pickings. Dr. V is going to pick DMP up. Oh, and put him in the tree of woe. Wow. What's he going to do with it? Just a big kick. Wide open DMP exposed for that kick. Dr. Volcano's going to set that table up now, perhaps sensing that the end is near. The end is nigh. And another Polish hammer. But what's this? It's the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And what's his business down here? Oh, it looked like he was going to zigzag back. Oh, he busts Dr. Volcano open. Okay, so DMP is not without at least one ally here. As Sheamus comes down and just rifles Dr. Volcano in the face and bloodies him. Dr. Volcano went for a go-behind, but Sheamus reversed it with a couple of elbows and then just clobbered Dr. V on the outside. DMP looks like he's out. He's flat in the middle of the ring. Sheamus fires Dr. Volcano in, and now he's going to do the zigzag all the way to the back. What is this? Like, where's he going? Crowd chanting, "You look stupid." Most likely at Sheamus, but it could be at Dr. Volcano. We're not sure. Sheamus going for some chops here on the Good Doctor. And the Good Doctor hits a face buster, but DMP's going to capitalize on the distraction and grab Dr. Volcano by the hair and fire him down the way. Looks like Sheamus has had enough of the action for tonight. He's going to leave. Nice to see, though, DMP has made a friend in the backstage area in the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, so that when the likes of a Bo Dallas comes down, you know, you have a bit of backup. DMP's going to fire Dr. Volcano into that barricade, take a breather for himself, which I don't know if you want to do that. You want to stay on the Good Doctor, especially given the circumstances last week, where this is a man who's arguably pinned your shoulders for 3. You want to stay on that man. DMP now, he's hesitating, and I don't understand that. Fires Dr. Volcano now into that ring post with the neon graphics happening. And now he's going to fire him back into the ring. Let's see here. Oh, Dr. Volcano going to drag DMP. Let's see if he's going to lean him on that table. Smashes his face off the side of the table, but the table didn't break. Now he's going to drag him again. Lean him up on that table. And bang his face against it again, but not through the table. He's going to... Okay, Dr. Volcano. Dr. Volcano going to use one of those finishers. Is this going to do it? He's got him up. And he fires him through the table. Dr. Volcano, again, gets the better of DMP, the demented maniacal psychopath. But, all that outside interference and whatnot. I feel like this feud is still very far from over. And what was the deal with Bo Dallas and Sheamus? What's their connection to all this? And what do we do now? We have to, set up a tag match now? Or, how does it work? Like in the Raw SmackDown world, we do this as the opening segment, and then, later on, after Teddy Long comes out and he's like, "Player, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have ourselves a tag match." So Dr. V picks up another win on the demented maniacal psychopath DMP, but again, some shifty shenanigans, some interference. We've seen a referee just blatantly screw DMP, and now we've seen Bo Dallas come and interfere and stick his nose where it doesn't belong, which, obviously that changes the whole complexion of the match. So yeah, I don't know, this feud far from over. We've got a genuine feud. Not our first, of course, at Me and the Boys Wrestling, as I check my notes to see that, speaking of feuds, the $12,000 title is on the line, which means that we are going to see one Adam Kennedy take on Danger Boy Dana Boyle in what may be one of the more heated feuds here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Danger Boy Dana Boyle talks a lot of smack in the Me and the Boys chat, and Kennedy fires back at him just as hard. So we'll see what happens here. Kennedy gets a non-gimmick match, just a match, Kennedy. So there you go, you're welcome. And we will see. We'll put that championship on the line here. Who we got? There you see the Serial Killers of Wrestling League champion, Charles Manson, who Danger Boy asked about, because that popped up last week as well. called him out. Called out Big Charles Manson. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the powers that be can make that match happen. They do kind of look similar in that they both have a beard. So here we go. We're at the Money in the Bank venue. I don't know why. No real reason for that. And we're going to see Kennedy dressed in his M.M. Robinson football gear take on Danger Boy Dana Boyle in his Fight Anyone shirt. And I believe that he would fight anyone. Just anyone. Look at that Ultimate Warrior face paint done up in Irish colors. Or Indian colors. I don't know. So still to come tonight, we've got a championship match. We're going to see Zippe take on Shane, who won the number 1 contender spot earlier. And we'll see what happens. And let's not forget that Brooke, the current holder of the Money in the Bank briefcase, Danger Boy goes for an even flow immediately. Oh, and a 2.75 count. Kennedy stunned. Just like that, Danger Boy comes right out of the gate, coming out swinging. And he hits it again. Now, if you're Adam Kennedy and you're watching this at home, possibly with your children are mocking you right now, aren't they? Aren't they, Kennedy? Yeah, you know damn right. Kennedy, though, going to fire back with the Kend of Days. There you see his version of End of Days, called the Kend of Days. Way different. Not even similar.
Just not enough damage done yet, Cole.
Danger Boy reverses with a kick.
Oh, what a counter.
Kennedy reverses.
Yet another counter.
Kennedy whips Danger Boy into that turnbuckle. Danger Boy reverses. Fires Kennedy out, but Kennedy's going to use that quick Baron Corbin-esque move. It's very different than Baron Corbin's version of it. Kennedy's going to try, and he's going to go for it again, the Kend of Days. That's 2 Kend of Days is. Oh, wow. That was a 2.75. The beauty of these, and again he hits him with the Kend of Days. The beauty of these starting with 3 finishers. Wow. And the 3 finishers made the difference in this match. How you spend those 3 finishers that you start with is really dictating how these matches are going. Danger Boy Dana Boyle just a hair slower than Kennedy on the draw, firing off those 3 finishers. Danger Boy got 2, Kennedy hit 3 of his, and that was the difference. Quick match, action-packed. There you see the Kend of Days. What a vicious move. Not too many people get up from that. Oh, look, it says me and the boys on the announce table. That's neat. Look at that announce table. Our own special announce table, boys. 2. Oh, that was one of the earlier Kend of Days. Jesus. What a vicious looking move. 1, 2, 3. That was the one that got him.
Here is your winner and still the $1 Million Champion,
Mr. Kennedy. They call it the $1 Million Champion, but that's the $12,000 title. We all know where that title came from. One of the more prestigious titles here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Also one of the only titles here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Kind of our mid-card belt, I guess. But, hey, that's worth $12,000. So, enjoy that. Adam Kennedy hanging on to that. I believe this is week 3 for him having that. He won it in, episode. He won it in episode 2, defended it in episode 3, defended it episode 4. Here we see I have to set up the Money in the Bank because it's vacant and I had forgotten to do it after Brooke had won. I gotta get better at that. I gotta be on it when guys win, or when we do the title matches or the Money in the Banks. I need to set it up ahead of time. I got to get better at that. But just so you can see, there's no shenanigans. There's Brooke with the Money in the Bank case set to go after the Money in the Bank title, because we are about to have a title match, friends. This is our main event, I believe. Let me just confirm. Yes, this is our main event. We're going to see current champion Zippe, me and the boys champion, take on Shane, who earlier tonight won a number 1 contenders match, but I wanted to make sure that the Money in the Bank was all set up, just in case Brooke wants to not waste any time and cash it in at his first available opportunity. Look at this, though. We're going to see Shane take on Zippe in a no messing around regular title match, the Wasteland Arena. We're going to give these guys their 3 finishers to keep things action-packed and exciting. And we're going to put big head mode on just because. Big head mode's always a crowd pleaser. I try to use it sparingly. Sometimes the heads are too big and it kind of muddies the waters of, you know, who's doing the move to who, or there's a submission, but like somebody's hand is literally in somebody else's like head. The animations aren't as crisp. But every once in a while, big head mode. It's funny. So there it is, our main event for the evening. Shane winning a 30-man battle royal, and he's got to be excited about that. This could be the biggest match of Shane's career here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. And Zippe, obviously, you know, just won that title definitively last week. Not going to want to lose it immediately, so a lot on the line for both of these men. Zippe did really well in Season 1 of Me and the Boys. You know, one of the top 4 characters, I think. And Shane did really poorly. Always at the bottom. But he's come on in Season 2. Put up a really good showing in the inaugural Money in the Bank tournament. And here we go. The bell is rung. The match is on. Zippe hits a big belly-to-belly suplex on Shane. Look at these big heads. Crowd's loving it already. Referee's around doing his thing. Zippe whips Shane into the corner and hits a gut buster. Zippe looks like his glasses are fogged up. We got that new outfit coming, Zippe. I can't remember if it was episode 5 or 6, but I know I did make the changes. It's just a matter of getting caught up to myself on commentary. Zippe going for a pin, but it's way too soon. The problem is I record the episodes, and then I have to do the commentary after, because I like to do it that way. And I get caught up the nights I record the episodes. I get caught up watching. I want to know what's going to happen, and it's fun to make the matches for the next episode. And then once I've made the matches, I want to see the matches. So I'll record 4 or 5 episodes at a time, and then it takes me 4 or 5 weeks to get around to recording the commentary, because I'm a busy man, you know. I got things on the go. Zippe climbing up to the top rope here. Oh my god! Zippe just hit a superplex to the outside, all the way to the floor. Listen to that. The crowd chanting. The crowd chanting, this is awesome. Wow. Michael Cole just called that powerbomb a DDT. I don't know why. Sounded like Shane tapped on the outside, but because he's outside, it's not going to matter. Referee's count is at 6 and 7. Crowd loving the action here. That superplex from the top to all the way to the floor was insane. I don't know that I've seen that in this game before. Referee's count is at 9. Referee's count is at 10, and this match is a draw. Again, Zippe. Wow. We're setting up a rematch right now immediately because Zippe is not, we are not doing this. I am glad that that's what happened in the heat of the moment. I forgot about that. A superplex from the top rope to the outside. That would kill a man. That's fantastic. Zippy's out here trying to kill people. And we're going to set up this rematch immediately because we're not doing it next week. We're not having it end like that. I'm not ending another episode on a friggin' no contest draw. Ridiculous. This is the main event. Zippy, you're not getting away with those shenanigans. Not this time. Zippy's got Shane up, hits the Falcon Arrow, and he's going to go for an early pin, but I think it's too soon.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Shane fires Zippy down onto the floor and chases him out. Now I'm gun shy every time Zippy's outside the ring.
Must be mindful of the referee's count.
Zippy doesn't seem to care about the results. He just wants to hang on to that title. Whether it's by count out or what, he doesn't care. Shane fires him in. Shane knows.
Back in from the floor.
Shane knows Zippy's tricks. Slippy Zippy. He doesn't want to get himself slip-ayed. Getting counted out and whatnot. Shane hits a scoop slam on Zippy, and he's going to drag him to the middle of the ring. And he's going to go for a pin, but it's way too soon. Looks like the referee's been laying drywall. Got that spackle all over his pants. Shane picks Zippy up. He goes for a kick, but Zippy catches his leg and drops an elbow right into the knee. And then an arm drag. And then Zippy goes for a scoop slam, but Shane reverses down the back. Shane goes for a choke, but Zippy reverses with a kick and then hits the Luthez press and asks Shane where his money is. And then drops a hammer fist. Shane's down right now, maybe a bit dazed. On the power bar side of things, Zippy's in control. Hits a Northern Lights suplex on Shane. Zippy with 2 finishers. Shane still with all 3 of his. We'll see if that factors in. Oh, looks like Shane went for the mist, but Zippy dodged it. Either that or Shane had the mist loaded and Zippy hit a kick to the stomach, which made Shane like pop the mist out. As Zippy hits the Falcon Arrow. He's going to get him just like that. Decisive win. Looked like Shane went for the poison mist, which maybe led to the beginning of the end here. Shane tried to hit that poison mist, or he had the poison mist loaded up, and Zippy kicked him in the gut. And Shane shot the poison mist all over the ring floor. Zippy was able to slide in there quick, hit a Falcon Arrow, and this was over. Zippy kind of becoming a Ric Flair style champion where he doesn't care how he wins, but somehow he finds a way to pull it out and just kind of hangs on to that belt. We weren't going to let him get away though with a draw. Again, another draw. And there it is. The smooth operator, James Zippy. James Slippy Zippy, holding that Me and the Boys title high above his head. Above his giant head. Look at that. Look at the man standing proud. See how the title goes right into his head and you can't even see the title? That's why I use big head sparingly. It's weird. It's weird looking. But there you have it, friends. Slippy Zippy standing tall at the end of this match. Let's shut this down. Come back to me so that I can thank you for being with me tonight here at Me and the Boys Wrestling Season 2, Episode 4. I'm just going to check my notes and see if there's anything I can tease for Episode 5. We are going to have, again, we're left without a number 1 contender, so we're going to have to deal with that. So what we're going to do is do an eliminator. Do you remember the eliminator from Season 1? Basically an elimination chamber, but we don't have the chamber, but we're going to add 2 guys to the fray. So we're going to see 8 guys square off. Just some people, who have impressed me as of late. Some guys. We're going to see that tag match. We're going to see DMP and Sheamus take on Dr. Volcano and Bo Dallas. And I'll tell you what, the winner of that match, the winner's team, whether it's DMP or Dr. Volcano, the winner of that match is going to get a shot at the $12,000 the $12,000 championship. We're going to see a table match. We're going to see a $12,000 title match. Not, it's already set up. Kennedy versus somebody else who I've enjoyed. And then the following week, we'll do the winner of that tag. You know what I mean. And we're going to see a main title match as our main event. The winner of the Eliminator versus James Ipe. And we will see how that all shakes out. So, exciting stuff. I feel like we rectified a few things this week. We kind of got back on track after all that title match shenanigans. We got, the DMP Dr. Volcano feud is heating up. The Kennedy Danger Boy feud maybe heating up. Kennedy, hanging in with that $12,000 belt. Very, very impressive. And I think that's it. So, friends, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the action. Check out some of the other stuff on my YouTube. Wander through the playlists, find some art. I do lots of art and whatnot. And, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Cheers.